Welcome to our webinar. I'm so excited to see all of you guys joining and jumping in right now. We are so excited for this conversation and what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be doing an overview of our Tithely communication suite, which is going to be amazing. Number one, I'm our senior support manager here at Tithely, and I'm in our department called CX, which is customer experience. And I wanted to run through just so you guys know where our heart is at and how we interact with our customers. So we're customer-centric, innovative, transparent, solution-motivated, and partnered and invested in your success. And Tithely University is a huge part of that. We really want to equip all of you guys, give you these amazing resources, and really allow you to understand what we're trying to bring to the table. So just a little bit overview of customer experience. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is our overall product suites that we here provide at Tithely. So we've broken this up into three major categories: finance, communication, and admin. Today is going to be about our communication suite. And this is just a good way for us to categorize all of the products that we provide to you. As I'm sure you guys know, our vision is to become a one-stop shop for everything that you guys could need here at Tithely. We want to make sure that you can interact with your congregants, provide an amazing giving place for you guys. We just launched our Pay app, which is this incredible new app where you can use a swiper to help pay for like a coffee or a pastry on your Sunday morning. So this is just an overview of all of our products, and our whole team is actually broken down in this way. So our support team provides support within these various areas, and our product team also is working within these categories as well. So we hope you guys love our products. We obviously do. And we're going to go ahead and actually jump into the teaching portion today. So like I said, my name's Addie. I'm our senior support manager here at Tithely, and we have the incredible Therese teaching today. She's an amazing teacher and has been working within our communication suite as a product manager. So she's got all the updates, all the inside scoop, which we're very excited about. And then you're also going to see Micah hanging around. He's one of our incredible team leads here on our support team. And he'll be providing any questions or any like solutions for you guys. So you guys can use our Q&A section at the very bottom of your screen. And if you have any questions, go ahead and input them there, and Micah will be monitoring those. We're also going to have a Q&A section towards the end of today as well. So if you guys do have any questions and you want to save it for that, where it's talked about live, totally fine. We're very comfortable with that. But you can also input those during the webinar as well. All right, without further ado, Therese, go ahead and take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Addie. So I'm super excited. Communications, anything, it's like so important right now, and trying to keep our church connected with our community, connected the small groups within our churches. So I'm excited to talk about some of the things that we're hoping will help make that a little bit easier for you as church admins, and then folks that you're having work on your platform. So today we're going to look at the global dashboard that we launched with sites and talk about why that's important and how that can help the connectivity within the products. The launch of secondary admin in the messaging space, and how that's going to allow you to delegate a different person to handle that, and you don't have to worry about people seeing the financial side of things, and you can keep those items secure. Then over in our apps, the new admin dashboard that we just launched, and go through some of those features and just kind of give a behind the scenes of what we were thinking and why we wanted to provide that for folks. And then I want to go through media real quick and just show you some of the updates that we've made, and talk about a little bit of teasers of things that we have to come. So the first thing we're going to look at is the sites for the global dashboard. So the goal at Tithely is to integrate our products so that they work seamlessly, right? And so a lot of people had, some of our customers just felt like, gosh, I have to log in over here for sites, and over here for giving, and over here for messaging, and it felt a little clunky. And so we heard that, and we're working behind the scenes. I mean, it's a constant discussion that we're having on how to better integrate our products, make them work together, not just in a login perspective, but even in other ways that'll be coming up this next year, and just different ways those are going to be integrated. So what we did is we pulled in sites to our global dashboard, and this allows the admin to go in between different products. And so when you log in now, you'll see this dashboard on the left. Now, this is if you log in through the Tithely login to see like your giving and messaging and your CHMS. So you'll still have that ability to log in up in the top. And if you don't have that link, and maybe you've misplaced it, you can reach out to support with your primary admin and they'll be able to give you that login link. But we really just wanted folks to be able to come over here. Maybe you were doing something messaging, you needed to update something quickly on your site, and boom, you can just log right in and it pulls up your site. And it's because I'm logged in as an admin, I have the admin screen and I can make those edits. And so we just wanted to provide that, like instead of going to open another browser and having to click in and log in. So some people, I did see some feedback recently of just like this real estate, people just felt like, oh, if I have a smaller screen, that makes it more difficult. You still have the ability to log in outside of this dashboard, but really because of our focus on wanting to integrate our products, we really need to have this dashboard here. And but we still want to provide you a way if you really do feel like this real estate's kind of cramping, especially maybe if you're editing your site on a smaller screen, you could still log in over there. But it's great just to see that you can go back and forth between products. I used to be an admin for a church, and this would have just been so great to have one place instead of trying to remember, the messaging product I was using, or my Tithely, or I'm sorry, my QuickBooks login. And, so this just makes it to where we're all trying to do the Tithely products all together. And I'm really excited about that. So that's our site. So messaging for secondary admin. So previously, only the primary administrator could access messaging, and a lot of the churches that we talked to just didn't feel comfortable with giving their primary admin login to maybe an intern or even another minister, and they would have access to some of the financial information. So we heard that, and we're excited to launch the secondary admin, and so you can invite others to be the secondary admin in your messaging space. And so what that looks like really quick is over here, you can see, so this is an inbox, and both a primary and a secondary admin have logged in and are talking with this member. And so you can see over on the right who responded. So I was logged in as the primary, so my initials, Tithely, show up, but my secondary admin, her name's Morgan Bennett, and so her initials are showing up. And so you can see that conversation, it's seamless. We share that same inbox, so I can see if somebody's followed up and this person's still waiting for Morgan. I can ping Morgan and say, hey, by the way, Jaden's looking for feedback from you. So we are looking into, like, do we want to have separate inboxes for different people? So that is something that we're investigating, and how to implement that. But for now, there will be a shared inbox. Something that I'm really looking forward to, it's imminent to be able to launch and be in production, is folks were like, gosh, I feel like if I'm not logged into my desktop, I don't know if I have messages or not. So I'm really excited. Something that's going to be coming, and we're going to be talking about here very soon, is notifications that we've set up, and ways that we'll be able to notify you if you've got messages that are waiting for you, and you wouldn't even have to be at your computer to get that notification if you had your smartphone with you. So excited about that coming up. And again, so now I'm logged in as the primary admin. So my initials are down here as Tithely, and I could go ahead and ping Jaden here if needed on that. So really excited to see that, and just give a lot more flexibility, and you can hand off the communications and discussions with a different member of your staff or your team to really build that cohesiveness and communicating with the rest of your church. All right, moving on into the app's new admin dashboard. So the idea here is, if you logged in before this change, you just went straight into an analytics dashboard and logged in. It wasn't like a cohesive gathering of information. And that's really what we wanted to provide folks, is a area where you can quickly look at a few pieces of analytics or activities that are going on, as well as send out a quick notification or even update into the prayer wall. So with the addition of that new dashboard, the good thing is we didn't take away any of the features or the ability to do things in other areas. We just wanted a really quick way in case you needed to do something, like maybe you got an email that came in and like, hey, can you send out a notification to everybody? It's snowing. We're going to have to move, our service. It was supposed to be outdoors, weird storm came in, and now we're going to be indoors. And so you could send out a quick notification to that without having to maybe do several clicks there. So we're going to look at that. So this is the home dashboard. This is my test site. So we come in, and this area right here, that welcome banner, that's actually a area for Tithely to communicate to you as a church admin. So we'll be able to update that. Very similar to the Pendo as the information pops up. But sometimes that screen pops up, you don't have enough time and might dismiss it. This is just, it's static up here, and we'll be able to send information out to you. We have some quick metrics that if you just really quickly wanted to look in and see, what the week time frame is for these, what your quarterly time frame is. And so we currently, these are the only metrics that will be available on the dashboard, but we are looking into ways in the future to make that customizable as to what is important to an individual church. We have this activity feed over here that's really great because you can see what's going on in your app. So these little icons kind of tell you what's going on. So this is a scheduled calendar event that's coming up. So on the 9th, there's at 6:30, the Celebrate Recovery. Here's a prayer wall request. I'll go over that in just a second. And then, I'm integrated with my Instagram, and I can see there what that is. You'll be able to see any blog feeds. These are notifications that were sent out. And just a really quick way to scroll through and see, like, what are the things that people are able to see on my dash or on their app and what's going on there. And so down here, we just, again, as I talked about earlier, having been a former administrator for a church, I know like that, quick note that needs to go out. And so maybe you don't want to click into, the messages and then go through that menu. So you just want really quick to do that. You can fill out the subject line, the message. And so prayer night, and it pops over on the right. So you can kind of see a preview of what's going on. So, and then you can just send that notification, and that's going to get sent out to your group, and that will pop up here shortly. And then also you can send a prayer wall notification from here. And so, yep, there's my notification that I just sent out to, and my watch just buzzed, which tells me it showed up on my phone as well. So, so that comes up, and then you can send a prayer request here. If you're an admin, it's automatically, when you send out a prayer wall request, it automatically gets updated. But when folks are on their phone in their app and they send out a prayer wall request and asking people, it comes to the admin and you have to approve it. So instead of coming down over the prayer wall, clicking in, while that's still available to you, you can really quickly see this and approve or reject it. And if you look over that status, it's been approved here. So just wanting to really, the heart here is to provide our admins with quick, easy ways to do common activities or see what's going on in the space in their app. One thing we did do is when you previously logged in, there was a setting up here, it used to be called home, but really it was just settings. So we've renamed it, but we've put it in parentheses home so folks can see, okay, that's where that is. And then, but we do have that dashboard now so that's your main, when you log in, that's the main focus there. So we're excited about that, especially being a former admin, having things in one quick location is really helpful to take care of things. And so now I want to go over, we've launched media. We've actually had a webinar about media, but I want to go through a couple things that I'm really excited about that are happening in our media product. Again, I'm able just to log in and I'm in my media account. So we are working very hard to have media updated. It's not just a static piece of library for content. When we first launched, there was only about 5,000 pieces of content. And so since December, we've added over 200 pieces of content and really trying to look at like, okay, what's happening currently, like in this quarter, right? And so we've added things for Easter because I know a lot of churches are getting ready and planning their Easter services. So that you'll see a lot of things there. But we've also looked at, if you look into our sermon kits, we put together and so, there's just ways that we put this together so that you have a graphic, you have a social media graphic, you have videos, a countdown timer for your service, just ways to really support the ministers and having a cohesive look and feel to what they're presenting. We also have collections, and you can see like things that I had no idea, like National Hot Chocolate Day, had no idea that that was something. But so we're putting collections together for you to make your interaction with your content on social media or like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, a lot of fun. And so you can pull in these national holidays. I mean, how cool is this? National Compliment Day, and then you can encourage compliments throughout your users and people that are subscribed to you. Blueberry Pancake Day, so as well as dealing with things that are serious and wanting to bring in people for Easter and really having a serious ways to communicate how amazing God is and how, just encouraging folks to fall in love with him. We're also wanting just to also have the experience and the ability to have light and fun interactions with the folks that are subscribed to your channels there. And so when you scroll down, you always see the newest content. When you get to all media is right there ready for your use. Just the ways dialogue could be used, right? And the type of communications and interactions that you could encourage through social media with just really clean, godly. Like if you had to go into Unsplash and look up stuff, like you have to go through sometimes a lot of junk to get something you're really wanting. And we really wanted to provide a database of content that is God-centered, uplifting, and encouraging. So I'm excited. I have some things planned for this product, ways that, right now you have to download the content and then maybe go over to sites and upload. So we're working on some things here in the very near future where, again, we're wanting our products to work cohesively and connect and interact. And so we have a whole piece of development for the comms products to help pull that together. So that's what I have for this, and I will hand it over to Addie.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Therese. Such good information. And I'm seeing just a couple of questions come in. So I wanted to just quickly sit on these for a second. If you guys have any other questions, please, please, please add them into the Q&A section right now. And we can totally talk about those. So Bill, you had a question that said, if our church is new to all these apps and products, are there tutorials available for personnel who will be using them for the congregation? Bill, that's a great question. And the answer is absolutely yes. So as you add in these new products into your suite and you upgrade your subscription or anything like that, you actually enter in our training and onboarding team, who is headed up by our incredible Samantha. She's the manager for that department. And they're going to walk you through all of the steps of getting these getting these products fully integrated into your system. So absolutely, if you have any questions about who that person is for you, just go ahead and email us directly at support@tithe.ly, and we'll make sure that we get you connected with that person directly. Jim had a question, can we add things to media? I don't believe so, Therese. Do you have any feedback on that there?
My answer is not yet. So Jim, I have a feeling you're listening in on some of my planning sessions. So that is something I'm super excited about. And it's, as again, like I said, the ability to really connect things. And so we also want to connect with our users. And so we do have something coming up. I can't talk too much about it yet, but there will be a way to submit content to share with the whole group of users that use this database.
I love that. Good job, Jim. kind of figuring out what's happening in the future. And I think this is great, Jim. I saw that you're also in our ELCA denomination, and that's a really great example actually for something like that. So for any of you guys who are in a different denomination, or you have like partnerships with us with that, I love the idea of you guys being able to utilize our media area and add in specifics to what you're trying to do as well. So like Therese said, hopefully that'll be in the near future. And Carolyn, I just wanted to quickly mention, I love that you're asking about if you need the Tithely Churches app to do all of the things that we're talking about. And Micah already answered that, but I wanted to talk about that live right now with you guys. And that's the exact answer. Media is an entirely 100% free product. And this is something that, our heart really is for every church across every country, if possible, one day. And we want you guys to be able to access these things as easily as possible. For some of our products, there is a small subscription fee. And so Micah, actually, if you wouldn't mind putting in the chat right now, maybe our pricing page, so that everybody can go ahead and view that and be able to see what that's going to look like. And then, you can add on messaging for $5 a month. Our site's product is only $19 a month. These are incredible low prices that we provide for you guys to really try to give you as much as we can with as little as possible. That's always our goal. We really want to make you guys have such great access to all of this. All right, it looks like that's all of the questions that we have today. So if you guys do have any more questions, please email us directly at support@tithe.ly. And we also will be following up via email with all of the information that we talked about today. So the slideshow we talked about today and any resources as well that we can provide for you guys. And let's go ahead. So the one thing I wanted to mention as well, we do have an amazing Facebook group. It's for our Tithely Insider official group. And you can utilize this group to talk to your peers about what are they utilizing Tithely for? How are they making this as effective as possible? We also have some amazing support team members who monitor that as well, and can provide support. But we really want this to be used as you all being able to meet each other and work together and understand how using Tithely has really worked for your congregation or your nonprofit. And I wanted to, something we're very excited about. So normally this is the slide that we talk about our upcoming Tithely U. We are going to be having some upcoming ones that will be launched really soon in April. But what's so exciting is that this month we have our next event. This is what we call Tithely Next, or just next, depending upon who you're talking to. And this is going to be where all of our incredible product managers and our very own CEO and CFO go on and talk about all of the incredible things that we're going to be doing within Tithely very soon. So I highly recommend you guys register for this. This will be included, like I said, in the follow-up email I'm sending over to all of you. So please, please, please register. It's such a fun event too. You get to meet a lot of great people. The last time I think we had 10,000 people tune in or something crazy like that. So it's a really big event, and we really love being able to give you guys the opportunity to see where we're headed and what we're trying to do. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to mention is on-site training. So this is something that we've always provided within our CX department. Obviously, that's had to shift and change throughout the past year or so now with COVID, and we want to make sure that we're respecting and honoring any regulations or restrictions you guys are having in your home cities or home states. So if you are interested in receiving this types of training, please email our CX director, Sharon, directly. Excuse me, so sorry. And she'll be able to give you guys specific information on that. It can be something like a Zoom one if that's what you're interested in. We also did just provide an in-person one and made sure that it was with a small group. People were masking and being careful. So just know that we are open to talking through that and making sure we partner with you guys in whatever way possible. And I think that's it. Thank you all so much. Such a great, wonderful time today. We love our communication suite. I think it's just an incredible group of products. Therese, thank you so much for all of your great information. And if you guys have any other questions, just email us directly, and we'll be following up today with the recording and any great resources that we provide for you guys. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.